are wonderful. You're a delightful audience tonight. Thank you so much for your smiles and your hoots and hollers and cheers. It really is a delight to perform in front of you, so thank you so much. And kind of piggybacking off of my last story, not only did I lose my best friend 3 years ago, but it's been almost 2 years since I lost my dad to cancer. And, my whole life I have believed that there's a bigger picture than this life, and that we go somewhere if we die, and that there's a plan, and that I'll see my loved ones again. However, after losing people that I love so much, it posed a lot more questions about, well, what are they doing right now? And how close can they get to me? And since these questions started coming, I don't have specific answers, but I will say that my belief in angels has increased exponentially. And I believe so strongly that they are around us all the time. And they can be with us, and they can comfort us and guide us. And, last fall I was on Dancing with the Stars, and surprisingly, one of the most spiritual moments of my life happened on reality TV. Not expected. Who would have thought? But to basically sum up the experience on Dancing with the Stars, it was one of the most fun things I had ever done, but it was also one of the hardest things I have ever done. I was learning a new tour, all new choreography, all new music. Then we went on tour, and then I was flying coast to coast, from the East Coast to the West Coast, doing shows, competing on Dancing with the Stars. And halfway through the season, I was spent. I was so exhausted, and I couldn't think straight anymore. And then I injured myself. I displaced a rib, which is so painful. And I just didn't know if I could be there for my fans at shows. I was afraid I was going to let down so many thousands of people across the country if I couldn't be there for them. And then I was also terrified that I'd humiliate myself come Monday night when I tried to dance with a busted rib on Dancing with the Stars. And I was at my end, and I had done everything I could, and it was not enough. And so I went the only place there was to go left, and I asked for a blessing. And that's something that we do in my faith, is you can get a blessing of comfort and healing. And my bishop, as he gave me the blessing, he said to me that he promised that angels would be with me this whole experience to guide my steps. And more specifically, he said, and your Father will be with you through the whole experience. And I relied on that promise. When I was discouraged and the thoughts came to my mind, I don't think I can do this.
Deja vu.
I would look myself in the mirror, and I would know that I could, because I had been promised help from somewhere greater than myself. And when I was too tired to keep dancing and keep going, I would get up, because I would remember that I was promised strength from somewhere greater than myself. And my partner Mark and I, we made it all the way to the finale, and we were backstage warming up for our final performance. And at this point, we hadn't slept in about a day and a half. We were so tired, and had just flown in on red eye, and backstage as we were warming up, I just started to blank, and I forgot the routine. And it's weird to say that, but really, it was gone. And I started to panic. And no matter how hard I tried to retrace the steps in my mind, it was just a big pile of mashed potatoes in my brain, and I just didn't know what to do. And then they called our names, Lindsey and Mark, to the stage. And so I walked out onto that stage, and in the darkness, stood there waiting for the music to start. And then I got hit by the spotlight, and I just, in those few seconds before the music started, I just said a 2-word prayer. And I said, Dad, help. And the music started, I started the routine, and sure enough, I danced that dance better than I had ever done it in any rehearsal. And I did it stronger than I think I possibly could have, being so exhausted. And it just happened. I don't even really remember it, but I know it happened because there's evidence online. And some might say, well, your muscle memory kicked in, you're a performer, you're a professional, this is what you do, you persevere. But I know that I had help from somewhere greater than myself. And I think sometimes we all